Our world moves faster than ever that no business plan can change. AI has progressed from a support tool to a strategic partner. Technology may set the pace, but humanity sets the direction. Greetings everyone. My name is Dhyan Nimani, as I was introduced. Today, my topic I would like to speak about the power of adaptive leadership in today's rapidly changing world. Today, our world moves faster than ever. Unstoppable global disruption, economic uncertainty, and the exponential rise of artificial intelligence has created an environment that no business plan can tame. What do you mean by adaptive leadership? Adaptive leadership can be thought of as the practice of remaining adaptable. As Gartner's Q4 report for 2025 states, strategy sprints have become not just important but crucial, with organizations using adaptive measures to recover from crisis 47% faster than their non adaptive counterparts. Why is adaptive leadership necessary? Given how quickly environments are evolving with change, uncertainty, and technological disruption, adaptive leaders are imperative today because leading teams through change requires more than just technical expertise. Adaptive leaders require more than this technical expertise. They actively enable the team to deal with uncertainties and rapidly emerging complexities by instilling resilience, collaboration, and innovation in their organizations. Next thing that I would like to speak about is very important. The role of AI, which is the accelerator of change. AI has progressed from a support tool to strategic partner. Let's look at some statistics. Over 82% of companies' CEOs expect AI to change the way their business operates by 2028. 92% of organizations expect to increase their investment into AI over the next 3 years. Furthermore, AI based coaching platforms will save businesses $20 billion by 2027, giving each leader access to one on one feedback and skills training that were typically only available for top level leaders. Leaders who are adaptive promote psychological safety, inclusivity, and fast feedback. Broader participation yields better informed decisions that are implemented faster, and studies demonstrate organizations that foster psychological safety and openness have a clear edge in innovating and resilience. Transformational leaders can also decrease turnover by 14% and increase market share by as much as 45% by simply linking purpose to work and enabling employees. Training for leadership development improves productivity by 25%. Let's talk about the recent crisis, that is the coronavirus or the COVID 19. Given how the situation was very dire and the hospitals and the doctors had their situations changed overnight, we need to believe in our strengths and we need to work towards bettering our weaknesses. Leaders face tough choices with limited information and found new ways to support their teams, keep people connected, and care for mental health. Organizations that embraced adaptive leadership saw real differences, employee well being, engagement, and recovery, which all improved, often by nearly 50% compared to those who did not. Let's talk about the 4 A's. This is the anticipation of likely future needs, the articulation of these needs to build collective understanding, and the adaptation so that there is continuous learning and the adjustment of responses as necessary. The fourth and the most important is the accountability, including maximum transparency in decisions, making processes, and openness to challenges and feedback. I have come up with an example of a case study how Google uses adaptive leadership by leveraging insights generated from AI enabled technologies at every level of decision making. Google demonstrates how adaptive leadership is manifest. Google's approach to leadership puts a premium on leaders being adaptive, working cross functionally, and learning, thereby cultivating a climate where people are encouraged to test new methods and respond quickly to challenges. Google takes a targeted approach to the diversity and inclusion initiative that draw on the tenets of adaptive leadership, which ultimately leads to increased engagement and innovation, which makes Google more agile, resilient, and future-ready organization. I would like to talk about my personal experience being an adaptive leader. Working in my family's jewelry showrooms and factory, I learned firsthand what true leadership means. Every day required managing changing market trends, adapting production, and finding creative solutions, lessons in flexibility and resilience. Customer interaction taught me that empathy and attentive listening are as vital as business skills. Every piece was sold was part of someone's precious story. Marketing and management require teamwork and a willingness to learn from mistakes. Throughout each challenge, I discovered that compassionate leadership isn't just about making good decisions, it's about building trust. These are the very qualities that define adaptive leadership in today's rapidly changing world. No matter how much technology transforms our businesses, human connection remains the most successful part of a successful leadership. In conclusion, I would just like to say that leadership in this new world is no longer just the privilege of a chosen few. Every one of us has the opportunity and responsibility to nurture adaptability in ourselves and in our communities. Doing so with compassion isn't just merely nice, it is the ingredient that transforms fleeting progress into sustained, inclusive success. Let's resolve not just to adapt with speed, but with empathy, to invite as many voices as possible into the conversation, to remember technology may set the pace, but humanity sets the direction. Thank you for your courage, for your openness, for the connection and hope that only adaptive, compassionate leaders can inspire. Thank you.